Renars podcast.
Andrew Gregory is all the way here. Came all the way from London.
That's the first one. So that's Pole Theatre Amateur in the drama category. So it's you have to tell a story. Mm-hmm. So I kind of decided I would do something specific to me, which is waking up after the amputation.
When do you think it became your passion? When did you realize, okay, this is my thing? Was it before amputation? Was it after amputation?
No, that's a really good question. I know it sounds weird to be excited about being an amputee. I wasn't excited about being an amputee, but I was excited about what the future held. And I just wanted to get on. The only time we went on the balloon was about 2 hours before this. So the balloon got filled, we got clipped onto it, took it up a bit, had a go just to get the feeling, because it feels very different when you're on the balloon. So I got this email from the BBC asking if I would be interested in being part of the Eurovision, which I literally stopped breathing when I read that. And I sort of didn't believe it would actually happen, to be honest. And it turned out I wasn't going to be doing pole. It was part of a stage performance with Sam Ryder.
It's so funny whenever I would tell to people like, "Oh, do pole," and then, "Oh, you stripper pole," and then that's a kind of a stigma which we kind of already. I think it's much way better than it used to be like 5 years ago, 10 years ago. I mean, obviously pole dancers, they're not very supportive. They usually put everyone down. You suck.
Only behind the back.
Exactly.
That's so not true. That's so not true.
Oh my God, honey, you're so good. Well done. Did you see that, bitch?
No, that was just you, Renars. I never wanted to do pole. This is the weird thing. I'd been looking for some exercise that I could do. My leg was injured really badly in a motorbike accident, and it was not easy to do traditional exercise. I was fascinated by the idea of pole, but I thought my leg would be too much of a problem. And then this girl arrived who was a teacher who had one arm, and I just kind of thought, okay. I finally went back to speak to them about what could be the final operation, and there was two options. There was one to have like one of those big cages on my leg to reshape it, re-lengthen it. I would never get a working ankle. The problem was I was taking all those 4 different types of painkillers 4 times a day, and I was still in pain. Do not think I was not pain-free. This was just allowing me to function.
Do you have that sensation of the phantom leg?
I'm really lucky. I don't. I did initially. It wasn't pain, but it was lots of very weird sensations. But there was a risk of that, me having an amputation and still having exactly the same pain.
Really?
Absolutely.
Next day?
No, it was 11 days.
11 days?
11 days I was back in the studio. In fact, there's videos on my Instagram taken 11 days after the amputation.
Oh, wow.
So my parents have got everything, boy, girl, and a hairdresser.
No. And did you go to college, or you just were self-taught?
No, I trained at a salon in Harrogate, but they used to send me on some courses to a place in London.
How often do you see someone and you're like, oh my God, girl, this is so bad?
I don't look at people's hair. If they're not paying me, I'm not interested.
Boom.
I mean, looking at it now, it's a terrible landing, but it's like, that was a really big moment for me. Sophie's the most amazing designer. She works with Vittoria and Modesta and make that beautiful black spike leg. I'm sure you'll have seen it anyway. Shortly after I came to London, I had my first tattoo, and was only really going to have one little tattoo.
Of course.
It won't be the weirdest question I've ever asked.
What happened with your foot?
Do you know, you're not the first person to ask that.
Where is it?
Yeah. Parents, spend 5 minutes with your kids before they go back to school. And just say to them, don't judge people, don't pick on people for being different. And, if we start telling our kids that at school age, it's going to improve everybody's life.
Renars podcast.